This is a digital camera. Today we got our hands on Dehancer, and I've been playing around with it quite a bit, and today we'll be editing with it. Dehancer is basically a software plugin for Lightroom, Final Cut, the list goes on. So basically what it is to turn your digital photo into a film-like footage or photo. So I will be reviewing the Lightroom portion of this. Let's head out, take some photos with the digital camera and see what we can cook up. Today we're going to be doing some street photography, and I am using the Canon EOS R paired with the 50mm 1.8. And we're in South Beach at the moment, and we're going to walk around, take some photos, and see what type of photos we can get. So at the moment, I'm shooting at manual, ISO 100, f-stop 1.8. I like this shot right here. Perfect. I want to shoot through the hole, see if I can get, there we go. Perfect. That's pretty nice. See if I can get these scooters in a row. Right through the middle. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. I think that's nice. And I am at 1/160. Probably make it a little bit darker. Put down my shutter speed. Shutter shade up. So that is a nice BMW. Here's a quick shot of the sky. There's actually a car down there. I actually want to see if I could shoot through these flowers and maybe get the sign really quickly. Nice. Perfect. Let me see if I put my f-stop up, put down my shutter speed, crank up the ISO to possibly about 400. There we go. Alright, we are back. We took some photos out in South Beach. Let's jump into Lightroom. Alright, now that we're into Lightroom, all we have to do is right click, edit in, Dehancer, Lightroom, edit a copy, yep, and then it should open up Dehancer right up. So I've been messing with the software here and there, and this right here, you can like the profiles or presets or films that you like, and this is possibly one of my favorites. But as you know, there's some presets here and there, and it already looks magnificent just by putting a preset like this. Looks amazing. They have Fuji, Kodak, Polaroids, the list goes on. So many different type of films that you can work with, even films that haven't gone in sale on forever. At this point, if you have a digital camera, there's no need to invest into a film camera. But anywho, this photo is nice right here. So let's go ahead and do a little bit of critiquing on the side. There's the exposure. I typically like my photos dark. I'm not too much of a bright person when it comes to my photos. I do like my photos dark, so that I like. So one thing about the Dehancer, they do have film grain in here, and in my opinion, once you add this film grain, it does not look fake at all. In Lightroom, I would say it's a bit noticeable to at least a photographer's eye, but from the normal person, they might not notice. But Dehancer, you know, you can go ahead and add some grain. You know, the higher you put it, the more grain, as you can see. But yeah, that looks like some real grain right there. And they even got halations. Film damage is actually kind of interesting. It's like your film getting burnt, I would say, if that's what you want to call it. So after you're done editing, you can see it before and after. This is the before, this is the Lightroom photo, and this is the Dehancer photo. Now if you ask me, that looks like film. Let's see if we can go ahead and do one more photo. Edit in, Dehancer Lightroom. What's interesting is that once I opened it back up, this is actually the same critiques or maneuvers I did with the sliders from the last photo. So you can basically say it just saved all the settings from the last photo. It's up to you if you want to continue to use the same settings, or you can switch it up. Let's play around with it a bit. Now let's see how some portrait photos would look. So again, the photos were in the last settings that it was in, but all you have to do is just hit this reset tool and it resets all the settings. And let me just show you the Lightroom edit. So that's the Lightroom edit. And that is a film over it. And as you can see, as I'm going through these films, I'm not even critiquing nothing just yet. It looks absolutely wonderful. It looks great, and there's so many to choose from. And then right here you can change the profile. So the question you may be asking yourself, who is Dehancer for? Well, I do want to say this. I personally never used a film camera, but to put Dehancer edits or presets onto a digital photo, it does look 100% great in my opinion. But obviously throwing on presets onto digital photos or photos in general, you still have to tweak it a bit if you want that certain look. You can't always just throw on a preset and it's perfect. There is times it will be perfect, but not all the time. So if you're expecting all the presets to be perfect when throwing things onto your photos, it's probably not for you. Or is it? But obviously if you throw on your preset and you don't like it, just do a bit of tweaking. If you do have a digital camera but don't want to quite invest into a film camera, I will say get Dehancer. I will say 100% get Dehancer. Learn it, use it on your photos, and that's the closest you'll possibly even get to film. Because what it shows, what it gives when putting these presets onto your photos is amazing to me. Now, maybe if someone used film and then look at these presets, they can maybe notice something different, but it's great to me. One thing I will say is I don't even think, let me make sure. Yep, exactly what I thought. One thing I will say is they don't have shortcut with your keys. I'm hitting Command Z, nothing's undoing. You literally have to click on all your options or on all your... Anyways, I'm not much of a big dive deep into it. I just like to do surface level things, but as I use it more and more and more, which I think I generally am going to use it because I do wanted to switch up my photos quite a bit into film, but I didn't want to invest in a film camera. Luckily, Dehancer happened to reach out at the right time, and I will be using this more often. So if you want film-like photos, it's a yes for me. Dehancer gets a yes for me. I genuinely like it. Also, if you want to get Dehancer, promo code Reese, 10% off. Oh, and that's not the only thing. They even have an app.